Hello, my dears, and welcome back. It's a lovely day. I've already prayed and set the intentions for this reading. And do remember that all of my readings are timeless. So when this finds you, it's because it was meant to find you at this time. And if any of the titles of my other videos resonate with you, it's because it was a message that was meant for you. My videos are intended to reach the people that they need to reach and to find the people that they are supposed to find. So let's go. Interesting. Someone's healing their inner child big time, and it's bringing a new level of spiritual... Whoa. Someone's healing their inner child, and it's bringing a new level of spiritual serenity. It's causing you to find your people. It's bringing you out of darkness. I feel like I'm talking to someone who's just been through a very dark time where they felt trapped and held down, and you went within and dug deep and spoke to your inner child, and asked them what they need from you as a parent, because we are the parents to our inner children. You dug deep and asked your inner child what it needs from you. And you went through the journeys and you cried and you held your inner child and said, look, I'm here for you now. I'm never going to let you down. You're safe with me. Doing that shadow work, looking into yourself and seeing, really inquiring with yourself about the darkness within you, the parts that might not be so pretty to look at all the time. Looking at your patterns, observing the patterns that have been present in your life. That can be some really hard work. Looking at ourselves very clearly in the mirror and asking how we've been showing up is not a joke. It can be very difficult to confront those things. But you've done the inner child work. You've healed significantly. This is a journey of years that I'm sensing. And you've walked through a very dark period recently. I see that there's been some money saved. Maybe you had to save up to get out of this situation. And you're coming into a brand new spiritual and mental era within yourself because of this dark shadow work and inner child healing work that you've done. It's starting to pay off. It's taking you out of the darkness. It's making you realize, Eight of Swords reversed, that you've had the power to back up against these swords and slice yourself out of these chains all along. And your ability to release yourself from this dark situation, release yourself from these blindfolds and chains that you've been in recently, is precisely that. The shadow work, the inner child work, the therapy, the healing, the inquiring how you've been showing up in this world, inquiring how you can do better, nurturing yourself, meeting your own needs. That is precisely what broke you out of this dark time and what's going to take you into the King of Wands reversed and the Ace of Swords reversed. This is a whole new era for you where you're attracting the people that are supposed to be in your life. You're having these unions with people who are so happy to see you, who see the good in you, who see the highest self in you, because you've been doing the work to uncover your highest self. And it's very hard to be our highest self when we're in an oppressive situation, right? It's not impossible, but it takes a lot more energy and it takes a lot more work. So you've done the work, you've saved your money, you've gotten yourself out of this horrible situation, you've kept things to yourself until it was time to move, which is something that is bad bitch 101. We keep things to ourselves until they're set in stone and happening, and then we can talk about it with other people and get the congratulations and get the, happiness that comes from celebrating your wins with other people. And now the sun is shining on you again. You and your inner child standing together at the top of the mountain, screaming with joy because you did it. You did it. And nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can reverse your win. Nobody can, withdraw anything from you that's going to have any effect on you because you're solid. Wheel of Fortune. Everything is changing for you for the better. The angels are smiling at you. The birds are, flying near you. This is huge. The Wheel of Fortune, as I'm talking about moving into a new era of your life. Like, this is an irreversible level up. This is like a whole new timeline that you've walked onto with your effort. And like we talk about a lot on this channel, no tower moment can take that away from you because your roots run deep. Your connection with God is solid. Your connection with yourself is so solid. Once you start doing that inner child work, that shadow work, what can anyone say to you? When you know all of your traumas and triggers and patterns and all the ways that you may have been karmic or showing up toxic in your life, there's nothing that anyone can say to you to insult you because you're like, well, okay. What you don't realize is that I love that about myself. I've made peace with that about myself. I know that about myself, and I accept myself, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because we all have it. Especially if you're a traumatized girly like me, there's probably some ways that you've shown up in this world that have been toxic, and people, get that image of you frozen in their mind, and years later you try to reconnect and they're like, oh, I don't know about that. But you're like, that's what the amends process is all about. You say, look, I've been healing and growing and changing myself for many years, and I want to apologize about how I've shown up in the past. And they have the right to accept your amends or not, and that's fine. That's none of your business. Remember that when you go to people and apologize, that like they don't have to accept your apology or your amends, and that's fine. But what matters is that you this is awesome. What matters is that you keep your side of the street clean, right? And you can walk with your head held high and not be afraid to run into anybody because you're going to run into someone that you screwed over in the past and you never apologize, and they have that version of you solidified in their mind. So, okay. This is beautiful. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is the 10, and then the 10 of Swords. So yeah, this is a painful chapter of your life that you are closing for good, forever. This is like no going back. I've healed. I've looked at my traumas. I've learned from this, and I'm never going back. Ever. You are entering such a beautiful new place in your life. And this is, I just got a message, like, it might take some time now that you're out of this dark chapter of your life. It might take some time for you to fully realize that the darkness is over. Like, it's over. 11:11 on the timer. Amazing. Like, it's done. You don't have to live in that state anymore. You don't have to watch over your shoulder anymore, because you have elevated, you have done the work, you have gotten yourself out of these patterns and traumas and triggers and horrible people. You have gotten yourself out, honey, and it's done. It's a new dawn. It's a new day, baby. And what a beautiful time. You truly deserve it. And this is the celebration energy that you deserve. Standing with, this is you and your inner child, you and your highest self, you and the divine partner that this new energy is going to attract in, you and the new friends that this energy is going to attract in, saying, look, we made it. We made it. And maybe you're still in this dark time if you found this video. Maybe you're still in this dark time that you're struggling and like chomping at the bit to get out of, but take this message as an encouragement that you are on the right path, and someday, very soon, you will be looking back on this time and crying tears of joy, because it's done. You walked through the darkness. You took the lessons out of it. You should be very proud of yourself. And I hope that this brings relief to somebody who's still going through this time, knowing that you've found this message. This message was attracted to you because it's almost over. And once it's over, it's done. You're never going to get into a situation like this again. You're too smart and you're too grown for that, first of all. But God says, you've done enough. Rest yourself. You may be weary as hell, but you've done it. It's over. You've made it. And that's something to celebrate. Wow, I'm proud of you. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe, because that helps me. And thank you so much to my patrons, Mike Boost, Matt Copp, and Rachel D. You can subscribe to my Patreon at the link below in the description box and the pinned comment. And yeah, each tier of my Patreon, I just had a little brain fart. Each tier of my Patreon has special exclusive gifties that you can only get by being my patron. So I'm sending you all so much love and peace. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.